welcome to the channel, Lake District in Glenridding once again. And today we're going up to Birkhouse Moor, and then we're going over Swirral Edge, up to Helvellyn, and back down Swirral Edge, and back via Red Tarn, back to the hole in the wall, back down to Glenridding. So let's have a quick look at the route. So we dropped down past Gillside farm campsite, and now we start the climb up to Birkhouse Moor. And there's plenty of people on this path already. Never done Swirral Edge before. Been down Swirral twice, but never been over striding. So it's got to be done because the high point of it, high spine how, is a Birkit. So anyway, we'll get off up here to first objective, which is Birkhouse Moor. So you can see there the queue of people in front of us already. It's only just 8:30. I was expecting it though. It's Saturday morning, good forecast, popular route. In the car park down in Glenridding, it was 8 o'clock when we got there, and it's just about full. But hopefully we'll have a day of some nice views. A bit of an adventure on the ridges. We're in no rush though, just taking our time. Right, onwards we go. Well, it's a bit of a slog coming up here. This is a new path for me. Loads of people, and they're all passing us. Look at them views over my head, looking over Ullswater now. Place fell. Right, we'll continue upwards. We're on the final zigzag ascent up to Birkhouse Moor. That's a stunning view, isn't it? Over to Ullswater. Alright, not doing much filming, there's loads of people around. We're going to stop at Birkhouse Moor and have coffee and a chew, and he's ready for a drink. He's Charlie as well. We've left the streams behind now. So yeah, coffee and a chew and a drink, top of Birkhouse Moor. Right, upwards we go. So this pile of stones here behind me, that's actually the spot height for the summit of Birkhouse Moor. I can't remember if that's the Wainwrights summit or not. I mean, there is a big cairn right back there, but I'm not sure if that's the actual Wainwrights summit. I don't think it is. I think that is. I think that cairn's just it's a bit of a viewpoint looking down over Ullswater. So right, I'll just pop you on other camera and show you the rest of our route. So we're dropping down here to the hole in the wall, and then up onto Swirral Edge here, the high point of which is at high spine how, which is the Birkit. Then we're going right over Helvellyn, and then we're coming down Swirral Edge here. Then in the col, before we get to Cam, we drop down to Red Tarn. From Red Tarn back to the hole in the wall, and then back down to Glenridding from the hole in the wall. So it should be good. It's a glorious day. That breeze is keeping it back. Actually, it's got a bit of a chill to it as that breeze. I've had to put my coat back on. So now, off we go to Swirral Edge. So we've just joined up with the path that comes up from the hole in the wall. So we'll be going down that way once we've come down Swirral and past Red Tarn. And the views looking up there, up to Helvellyn, absolutely amazing. Cam. And there's a right queue of people heading up onto the edge. Be all good. Right, onwards and upwards. Go this way. Good boy. Well, lesson learnt back there. I wasn't filming, thank goodness. I jumped down a little step. I went over on my ankle. I'm not twisting my ankle, but my ankle just kind of gave way underneath me and I went absolutely flying. Smashed my head. Landed in a puddle. It's a good job there was a ledge for me to land on, because I went flying. So yeah, you just can't be too careful in places like these. But we're all right, no lasting damage done. So now I'm gonna stick to this this lower path, I think, because it's just made it shut me up a bit, as that actually. So we'll just stick to this lower path for a bit. Oh, it's great though. Absolutely brilliant, loving it. Apart from taking a tumble, but I'd say no permanent damage done. And we're onwards now. Charlie's loving it. Right, on we go. Charlie. Good boy. Oh well, we just had to double back on ourselves there. We missed this lower path that avoids that bad step there, and Charlie has no chance getting down there. So we had to double back to pick that lower path up. Oh, so there's not that much further to go now. Oh, steep bit to go there. Oh, right upwards. So while I grab my breath, that's where we've just come. Oh, I suppose I've enjoyed it. I was really enjoying it until I jumped off that ledge and my blooming ankle just gave way underneath me and I went flying. I mean, I really did go flying. I was upside down, smashed my head, could quite easily have ended up at bottom. Oh well, we're up anyway. Right, I don't think it's far up here to the top now. Charlie's breezing it. There were a couple of sections over the edge where he wasn't happy. But he's done it. Oh. Nearly there, there's the memorial cairn just coming into view. Oh. So that's us over Helvellyn. Loads of people up here, so we're not hanging around. So we've just got the small matter of getting down Swirral Edge now. Before we do, I'll give you a spin round of the views. And what time is it? It's not 12 yet, so we might drop down to Red Tarn before we have lunch. So we're just coming up to a trig pillar here. I'll give you a look at the views. Charlie, come this way. Good boy. So that's Swirral Edge done as well. You can see behind me. I don't mind that at all. I've never been up it, but that's the third time I've come down it. Second time Charlie's come down it as well. It's not bad at all, that. Oh, it's a glorious day. Views are amazing. And there's not that many people coming down here now either. So that's good. There's quite a few. I can see them there coming up the path from Red Tarn. we'll see if we can find a quiet spot by Red Tarn for our lunch. I don't know what to say. Apart from I mean, I scared myself that when my ankle gave way, I only jumped about 1.5 foot. My ankle gave way underneath me, and that was me, gone. I was going head over heels. Fortunately, I landed in a muddy puddle on a ledge. Otherwise, I could have been down at bottom. Yeah, it scared me a bit, did that actually. But apart from that, I've enjoyed it. It was a good experience with Striding Edge. The bad step right near the end as well. I knew there was a path. Hang on, Charlie, this way. I knew there was a path to avoid it for Charlie, but we'd missed it, so we had to double back and find it. We got on it, and then that was easy enough. And then that last scramble right at the end, that was a bit tough in places. Charlie breezed that there. But yeah, it's done. I don't think I'll be in a rush to do it again. Apart from anything else, it's too busy really. Right, we'll get down here and down to Red Tarn for some lunch. So we're dropping down to Red Tarn. Charlie's down there already, and we're going to have our lunch down there, find a quiet spot if we can. So I'll probably see you after lunch on our way up to the hole in the wall. Well, lunch was very pleasant, very leisurely. It's just a matter of a nice amble back to the car now. It's quiet coming along this path. There's a load of people coming down there from Cat'sty Cam, and the ridge now, Striding Edge. It's crawling now. I knew it was busy when we were up there. Right, so we'll just amble our way back. So we've just crossed our outward path at the hole in the wall, and now we're heading down this paved path into the valley. I'll just stick you onto the camera, you can see where we're going. So that's our path down the left hand side of the valley. That's a good view, looking over to Place Fell, and then the High Street Ridge over there, and that's St Sunday Crag and Birks. Right, down we go. Well, I was that busy looking at the impressive view in front of us, I forgot to look behind us. Now look at that, looking up Grisedale. So there's St Sunday Crag and Fairfield, and Dollywagon Pike and Nethermost Pike. I'm not actually sure if you can see the top. You can see top of Nethermost Pike. I don't think you can actually see top of Dollywagon. Just make out Ruthwaite Lodge, the climbing hut. And there's a tarn up there, Hard Tarn. It lives up to its name for getting to it, but it looks like a brilliant place to camp. I have seen a couple of people camping up there. Maybe it's not for us. Right, we're going to carry on down here back towards Glenridding. Well, it's quiet coming down here now, and the sun's come out. Got nice and warm again. Look at that view up Grisedale. Oh, it's absolutely stunning, isn't it? Well, if we spin right round, I mean, the view looking down Grisedale when we get there towards Place Fell is stunning as well, isn't it? Just absolutely brilliant. And like I say, we've got the place to ourselves now. You know, I don't do crowds. Striding Edge was, well, It was Striding Edge on a Saturday morning when the sun's shining. It was crawling, but we've got it done. That's the Birkhouse ticked off, so there's no reason to go back there. I've done Helvellyn. I think that's 4th time. It's either 3rd or 4th time I've done it. Charlie's done it twice. Charlie's done Swirral Edge twice. I've done it 3 times. So there's no reason to be going back and doing them again. There were a couple of bits on Striding Edge that Charlie wasn't happy with at all. Nah, I have seen people take dogs. There were quite a few dogs on it today, but no, I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. Some at scrambles. Oh God, nearly went over it again then, for the 2nd time today. Yeah, some at scrambly bits were a bit tough for Charlie. He was nervous about them. He's done it. He's a brave lad. And he's got more stamina than me and all. He'll still want to chase his ball around garden when we get home. All I want to do is put my feet up with a beer. Right, we'll continue strolling down here, enjoying the peace and quiet and the amazing views. Right, we'll see you in a bit. Oh, enjoying this now. My little incident, which could have been a big incident on Striding Edge. It shook me up, did that. Totally out of the blue, no accounting for it happening. So my ankle just gave way underneath me and off I went. I was going down backwards head first, smashed my head, landed in a muddy puddle, and I was sat looking up at Striding Edge when we were having our lunch at Red Tarn. I'm thinking, if it hadn't been for that muddy puddle, I could have ended up at bottom of there. Been playing on my mind as that. We live to tell the tale anyway. Right, down we go. Well, we're climbing out of Grisedale and we've less than a mile to go now, so I'm going to sign off. It's got warm now as well. I'll be ready to get home to that beer in the fridge, I think. Well, to sum up the day, too busy for starters. Right from the car park at 8:30, right up until dropping down into Grisedale, and it's only in the last half hour that we've stopped seeing people there as well. So too busy for starters. Striding Edge, well, I was enjoying it until my incident, and then that played on my mind for rest at Ridge. It's actually been on my mind pretty much rest it way around, actually. Just shows you've got to be so careful in the hills. I mean, it's not like I'm a novice. I mean, I've been walking Wainwrights for over 13 years. So yeah, it just shows, isn't it? Got to be so careful. So, apart from it being too busy, and apart from nearly coming a cropper on Striding Edge, it's been all right. We've had stunning views. Yeah, all in all, it's been okay, hasn't it? Right. Oh, get my breath back. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. We've had some lovely scenery, haven't we? And the edges have been spectacular. I hope you've enjoyed seeing them. So yeah, if you have enjoyed it, hopefully see you on the next one. Draw. Bye.